You just have to be honest with yourself, my gorgeous Gemininis. You have to just basically trust yourself, and this is all that it needs, most certainly, in order for you to get a certain reaction from the actual outcome that you are going to have on the 17th of April 2020. The actual 17th of April 2020 is going to be rather significant because you are going to have a quite transformational moment in time. This transformational moment in time that you are going to have, it's going to surprise you, and it's going to come with an element of much needed surprise. And this surprise, it's a lot to do with your self-worth, it's a lot to do with who you are, it's a lot to do with your achievement, it's a lot to do with your accomplishment, but it's also a lot to do with having a courage to make the first move. You know what you need to do, you know how you feel, and this is all going to reach a quite important point here indeed. It's a rather remarkable moment in time that you are going to have on the 17th of April. Not only the whole month is going to be very important for you, my gorgeous Gemininis, because it is going to be about this burst of energy that you are going to feel, that you are going to have as of the very first day of April 2020. But as the time goes by, and in particular within these first 17 days, a lot is going to happen, a lot is going to unfold, and a lot is going to actually start transforming for you. But it's very important to say that by the time you get to the last part, to the actual last day of April, there is most certainly going to be the point that you will have where something will need to go, something big time will need to change in order for you to actually complete this personal transition. I say it's a personal transition because it is so much so required from you to understand a certain level of your own achievement through your own eyes without looking for some kind of like a reflection from somebody else. Very important to say that I don't mean to say like, oh my God, maybe you had a bad influence and things like that around you. No, baby, no. What I'm trying to say is that you're going to reach the highest levels of your own enlightenment when it comes to you, my gorgeous Gemininis. And this is most certainly going to take in April. And it is going to be quite significant and very illuminating moment in time when it comes to the actual whole of April. So you are going to be very strong, and you're going to be very powerful when it comes to your subconscious mind, when it comes to your manifestation, when it comes to your own energy. But this is all coming from the actual burst of this positivity, from an absolutely wonderful energy that you are going to have, that you are going to feel. And you didn't feel like this in quite a while, my gorgeous Geminis. Indeed, you did not feel like this for quite a while, because there were like quite a few problems that were actually preventing you to reach the certain the certain levels of your own spiritual enlightenment. This happens, and it must happen, and it needs to happen, because we are working on our own spiritual journeys, and we are not going to evolve the way we are meant to evolve until we learn what we are meant to learn, until we go over and over certain lessons. There is one lesson in particular that is going to bounce back at you, and this lesson is very strong, and this lesson is going to need to be repeated as well. And this is so much so connected to the actual 17th of April that I've already said. This is so important because this is going to be connected to this like there is no tomorrow. The return of the certain lesson where you're going to need to look at the situation from a slightly different angle. But it's also very important to say that you are reaching a quite high level of your own spirituality, and therefore you're going to be provided to actually amend something, to fix something. It's to do with maybe like a personal relationship, a personal issue, and you having the outcome the way you didn't want to have the outcome, but it was very emotional moment in time when this took place, and therefore it kind of messed up your own view, your own reflection on things around you, and this, so you basically react in a certain way where you just don't feel right, but it is just very much so like a reflex. Then later you just know that you're very much so drawn to this particular stage of your life. So this is also going to be the time of amendment. When you fix something out, this is very important. I say when you fix something out, it's to do with an important relationship with an important person in your life, that something was kind of like left unresolved, and that in itself is quite poisonous like kind of situation. Because I say poisonous situation, it's not like really the nicest term ever, but it's just to do with when it happens like at the wrong moment in time, and we are just kind of dealing with other issues, and we are under the pressure, and therefore our outcome is not the way it is. So that can just go further and just kind of extend itself in this particular situation. And when it's part of this like a negative dimension, then it can just turn into something else, and therefore it can become like the situation that doesn't allow us to kind of repeat over, and it provides us with like another opportunity to fix things. So this is very important moment in time, because this is very deep, this is very spiritual, and this is very personal indeed. And you're only going to realize how much this was actually taking, so much energy was taking away from you on the 17th of April, when this situation kind of start becoming resolved. And it's all going to start from you, my gorgeous Gemini. So it's emotional, it's spiritual, and it's very much so to do with the success, but this is so much so to do with you and your understanding that you actually can't be happy. Not necessarily, oh, it sounds so bad, but it's just through your own understanding that you can't be completely happy in life if you're unhappy because of the certain reaction that you had, which caused like maybe some kind of a chain reaction, and then therefore it's just keep on reminding you of the things that you have done wrong in the past. So this is so important when it comes to your own personal balance, my gorgeous Gemininis, because at the same time this is going to be a remarkable moment in time, remarkable start and remarkable stage. As of that moment in time, from the 17th of April until the end of that month, it's going to be absolutely brilliant, and you're going to find yourself like really optimistic. You're going to find yourself like really optimistic throughout April, but most certainly after this moment in time, you're going to be able to reach for the things you weren't able to reach and bridge before. It's important because it's to do with who you are. It's important because it's to do with your own passion, but also it's important because you are going to be able to put your foot down in your own way, and that in itself is going to shake the ground beautifully and reveal so many things that weren't actually revealed before. And this is going to come to you, this is going to manifest to you like throughout April. Also you're going to find like yourself being very, very energetic and very open-minded and very like keen to do things, and very keen to do things and to focus on those things that will kind of bringing you down, that will making you unhappy. You are going to find the strength beautifully as of the beginning of April, not only on the 17th, but as of the beginning of the April, you are most certainly going to find the strength to deal with things, to deal with issues indeed. So the 17th of April, it's going to mark the return of the old you. Very important indeed, because it's going to shake you up beautifully, but also most certainly it is about a certain gain, it is about a certain security and power that is very much so going to make sense. But as of that moment, it is going to need a little bit of like your own reorganization indeed. But the bottom line is that this day is going to mark such an important stage when you will know that the results of the efforts, the things that you have been doing, the things that you have been paying attention to, the things that you have been focusing on, the results of your efforts are nearly due, my gorgeous Gemini. So this is important so much because it's to do with your success, material attainment, advantage, well-being. At the same time, this is going to refresh you in such a beautiful way, and it's going to bring healing into your sign. Also, if you had like an ailments that you didn't see any if you had certain ailments, and you didn't see any improvements in a while, now this is going to be quite a nice moment in time of refreshment when it comes to the improvement of the ailments that you had and you didn't see improvements before. But on another hand, hand. It's important because it's about the stability. It's about this security. It's about these difficulties that is going to come to an end through this particular conclusion. But it's all about the beginning of the unfoldment and realization. And you will know, you will feel, you will be guided beautifully, so beautifully and so powerfully indeed. And you are most certainly going to make an important, very important, mature and very responsible decision. Just remember, my gorgeous Gemininis, that the end of the actual 17th of April is going to be very significant. At the end of this day, you are going to make a very important and very mature and very, very, very responsible decision. This is so important because it's going to reflect on your life. It's going to reflect on your security and power, and something is going to take an additional 78 days. As of this moment in time, something very important is going to take an additional 78 days, but it's to do with like, oh my God, I'm not too sure, oh my Lord, should I do this or should I not do this? But most certainly this is going to be an important moment in time. Oh wow. Okay, my name is Sasha Bonasin and I'm a psychic medium, and this is your monthly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's for you, my gorgeous Gemini, and it's for April 2020. So it's for you, my gorgeous Gemininis, and it's for April 2020. And of course, you know, your number when it comes to numerology, and your whole month, your number is number 14. Oh la la, surprise. There are two beautiful surprises that you are going to have. One nice and lovely surprise. It's going to happen in the first part of April, and it's going to be like a wake-up call at the same time. And another surprise is going to happen at the end of April, and most certainly it's going to make you feel very creative about a part of your life and a stage of your life that you haven't been creative about, and you didn't think you would feel like this. But most certainly that is going to provide you with a vision. My gorgeous Gemini. Number 14th, it's like very important moment you're reaching, my babies. It's like what you have been patient about, what you have been waiting for, what you have been focusing for, and it's so important because it's all to do with the harmony. And also you will know exactly what to do. It's to do with the management, compatibility, and the certain adjustment, an important adjustment you are going to have this month indeed. You know, very, very important, because at the same time you're going to have such a wonderful and beautiful person who is like a really beautiful influence in you, who is going to confirm something to you at the same time, my gorgeous Gemininis, indeed. And now on another hand, you know what number 14 means as well. It's a very strong connection with your spirit guides, with your spirituality, and with your guardian angels, my babies. With your guardian angels, with your spirit guides, with your subconscious mind. What is going to happen? You are going to have an omen. Of course you are going to have an omen. Number 7 is a highly angelic number. 7 plus 7 is 14. Your number is 14, which covers in numerology the whole of April, which means that this is a highly powerful moment in time when you are going to have an omen, an important omen that you are going to have. It's going to come in a form of like some kind of like a bird. Very important to say that a little bird is going to be very crucial so much when it comes to you, my gorgeous Gemini. And when it comes to this month, you just need to watch for it, because it's going to also happen at around the time when you are having the peak of your radiance indeed. And that omen is going to reveal a couple of things to you, my gorgeous Geminis. That omen is going to reveal, that bird is going to reveal at the same time. You will know it's the time of a very important movement and swift change going to happen at the same time. Okay, number 3, it's also going to be very relevant. Number 3, it's going to be very much so relevant, and your own passion as well. Sorry, I'm just going to, you see, this is just gets really hot, sorry, and just the light goes off and then I can't see. There you go. Hello. You see, so here we go, Gemini. Hello. Okay, so this is basically, yes, so what was, sorry about that. So what I was going to say is just basically there are two things that are going to be revealed with this omen. You will know that this is your omen. You will know that this is the time of revelation when it comes to you, and it's going to be very important to say that you are going to be the part of like a slightly different dimension. So it's all going to feel like you know, like a little bit strange, different and unusual. But you will know that this is your omen, and you will know the time of illumination and unfoldment is coming when it comes to the swift activity and change of those parts of your life that were really slow and you didn't have enough courage to go for it. But it's just like, what else is this omen going to reveal? Not only the time of an important unfoldment and opportunities coming, but it's going to reveal what to do with a certain conflicting influence. It's going to reveal that a certain conflicting influence that you had with someone through someone is slowly coming to an end, and that's very important because it's going to help you to continue your own process. On another hand, what else is this omen going to reveal? Just remember, when you see a little bird, you will feel something about it. It's strange, it's a different, unusual. You will know it's like kind of became the part of your dimension, therefore it became the part of your attention, and therefore at the same time try to focus and see what is like kind of what you feel connected to, because there are going to be signs around you as well. The second thing that is going to be revealed at the same time, my gorgeous Gemininis, is the actual determination and the whole new initiative, very important initiative, the confirmation about some kind of initiative, but also the strength and the power and activity that you are going to have at the same time. This is very important because you're going to have a very strong, like powerful emotional feeling, and you will know this will be absolutely everything. It's going to be the biggest confirmation to you, like there is no tomorrow, because at the same time you are going to feel like, ooh la la, control over a situation, my gorgeous Gemininis, indeed, control over a situation. You're going to feel beautiful strength, courage, you know. Also on another hand, energy and determination is going to be absolutely everything, because it's just going to go above all, and it's going to bring you this beautiful fresh energy that you didn't have in a while now, and that in itself is going to bring you confidence. And also on another hand, you know, it's the accomplishment that you're going to be thinking about at the same time that you've already achieved, you know, this month, you know, prior to this, and that is going to enhance your passion at the same time. You know, I just want to say that this month you are most certainly going to have a great moment in time when it comes to your success, gain, and one obstacle that you are going to overcome. It's just going to be absolutely everything, because it's just going to kind of surprise you in a way where you're going to find yourself in an advanced level, but also it's about the victory and very important negotiation. Geminini, let me tell you, Chiquita, tell me what's wrong. Sorry, yeah, very important negotiation, my gorgeous Gemininis. You are going to have very important successful negotiation, and this is so significant, and it's also a very good sign that basically if you want to have a negotiation throughout this month, it is going to be absolutely perfect time indeed. On another hand, basically when it comes to the actual health, it's very important if you can carry on taking organic acerola cherry powder. Very important. Organic acerola cherry powder, it's a natural form of vitamin C that coming from acerola cherry, and it's very important because it's natural and it's going to boost your immune system by increasing the actual vitamin C. Very important to take organic acerola cherry powder, 1 little teaspoon in the morning with water, and 1 little teaspoon in the evening before you go to sleep, and this is going to help you to protect yourself from cold, flu, and infections like that. Very important, because you are going to be kind of like a prone to cold and flu throughout April. And also at the same time, try to get like a natural zinc supplement. On one hand, this is going to protect you against cold and flu again, but on another hand, it's going to help you with the healing gums, because your gums are going to be quite sensitive. And again, I'm going to say, please just make sure that you are avoiding fluoride toothpaste and avoiding fluoride mouthwash, because fluoride is not good for you. So try to use a natural fluoride toothpaste and mouthwash, because it's going to be quite sensitive inside your gums, okay? Without fluoride toothpaste and mouthwash, and I would highly suggest you maybe like aloe vera and tea tree combination is like ooh la la, quite fantastic. Vitamin D indeed, and if you get lack of energy, then organic spirulina, because you may feel drained a little bit throughout this month. times. Organic spirulina, 3 tablets in the morning and 3 tablets in the afternoon with the actual food, okay? I say tablets, but these are like natural supplements without any horrible ingredients, chemicals, or anything like that. If you get organic spirulina, it's brilliant because it's going to boost your immune system as well. It's going to strengthen it, but on another hand, it's going to boost your energy levels. If you get it from Hawaii, because organic spirulina from Hawaii, I have done extensive research, and the one from Hawaii is the one that I highly suggest indeed. If you're on any other medications, if you're pregnant or if you're breastfeeding, you just need to check with your doctor or GP. Only your doctor or GP can tell you whether this can interact with your existing medications or not. Okay, so now basically I'm highly going to suggest you to actually just one more thing. I'm going to be one thing. Wait. Sorry. I have to walk out again. I forgot something. Just a second. I'm here. Hallelujah. 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 Alle Geminini. Alle Geminini. 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 Yeah, basically, I highly suggest you to get, look at this. Of course, Moldavite is absolutely fantastic. It's brilliant when it comes to our spiritual awakening, spiritual advancement, and in particular, when we are going through lots of changes, when we are working on our finances, when we are working on our career, when we are kind of looking for the spiritual advancement, but also for the certain spiritual answers. At the same time, it helps us with the communication to express ourselves to people that we don't know what to say, because I know that you're going to have quite a few important conversations, but on another hand, it's a very important, like, to protect you against all sorts of negative energy. This beautiful Moldavite you see comes with a sterling silver setting and a sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this is in the description below. By buying things from my channel, you're also supporting my channel as well, and I highly suggest you to wear Moldavite throughout April and May indeed, because you're going to find it quite helpful, of course. Now, the first date that is going to be quite important, it's actually going to be the 2nd of April. Now, the 2nd of April is going to bring you the greatest satisfaction when it comes to the certain accomplishment. And this is going to boost your energy, and it's going to be very important starting point when it comes to your own creativity. And this in itself is going to be so good because it's also going to reveal something very important about yourself, about what you've done, about some kind of unfoldment that is going to take place, but it's going to be very significant when you make an important decision. When it comes to your destiny, you're going to make some kind of decision that is going to be so important when it comes to your destiny, like there is no tomorrow, and immediately this is going to be a significant starting point when it comes to this particular unfoldment, and that is going to activate you in a very important way, and it's certainly going to bring the harmony that you didn't have in a long time. This is a very important moment in time, because this is going to have a great moment when you realize, that you are most certainly approaching the end of the problem, and through a little unexpected event that you're going to have. But this is so good because this unexpected event is going to help you to look at the things from a slightly different angle, and this is most certainly going to be absolutely everything, because it is going to make you realize why were you distracted and where were you distracted, and in particular when it comes to your own creativity. This is going to have an important answer. The second important date, and the third of April is going to bring you. The 3rd of April, it's going to be connected to the 2nd of April, but the 3rd of April is also going to bring you something unusual. An unusual moment is going to make you realize something, and you will know why you had again certain difficulties, and it is all going to make sense, and it is all going to boil down to the certain point to be honest with yourself, to be honest with with yourself here. The second important date is on the 12th of April. Now, 12th of April is going to bring you a bit of like a moment, you know, of sadness. But then again, this moment of sadness is just something to like do with a certain stage and unfoldment of the actual disappointment, you know, the certain disappointment that you were thinking about in the last 10 months. This is going to be kind of like about that. But it's very important because on another hand, this particular negative energy, like a little bit confusing energy, is also going to have a really rather nice flip-flop moment where you're going to start feeling positive out of the negative, and the negative is going to push you towards the positive, and the positive is going to expand, and that in itself is going to activate this particular growth that you wouldn't normally have, Gemini. Just watch this space, my babies. This is going to be like ooh la la, very important time when it comes to your own personal passion, and also it's to do with activity and determination and experience. Your experience is just going to be a very powerful stage. It's going to reach a very powerful stage, and it's going to require from you to respond to the certain situation through your own experience, and that is going to be absolutely ooh la la, vava voomish moment in time, my gorgeous Gemininis, because it's all about what you are, who you are, where you want to be, where you want to go. This is going to be such an important moment in time, like there is no tomorrow, and it is going to be like a wake-up call. Oh my lord, it's about a new plan. It's to do with your wish, but it's a new plan that is going to come through, something that you already attempted, something that you already started, but it's so much so to do with the hope, confidence, and the uncertain effort that prevented you to like kind of go for it before. But now you will be like, ooh la la, I'm just going for it, and this is nothing unusual, because you're going to be so much closer to a very important vision of yours, and you will feel and you will be driven, you know, you will feel very powerful, and you will be driven indeed, because you are going to have a balanced, superb balanced force indeed when it comes to the harmony, you know, and also it is just, you will just know what to do. This is all going to be an important time to take things on a whole new level, but you will know this, my gorgeous Gemininis, indeed. The third important date is going to be on the 24th of April. This is all about your transition, change, an important moment in time when it comes to your own rebirth. The 24th of April is going to be significant because you will know what to kind of change, you will know what to readjust a little bit, but also, you know, it's just so important because on that day you will be very wise, superbly wise. So make sure that you kind of pay attention to your dreams, make sure that you pay attention to what's the very first thing on your mind in the morning, in particular on the 24th and the 25th of April, because you will be drifting like into all sorts of dimensions, situations where you don't normally drift towards, but with the difference that this time you will be able to remember a little bit more. And it's going to be an important moment in time because you will be very wise, and you are going to make such an important sound judgment indeed. It's going to come from the serene knowledge, but it's to do with the common sense, you know, it's to do with the spiritual penetration that is going to help you to kind of like illuminate this part of you. But it's so much so to do with the hidden emotion, what you want to do, where you want to be, and also at the time when you were like kind of so frequently restrained. This is going to be an important moment in time because you are going to change this. So you're going to release yourself from being frequently too restrained and enjoying your life. It's a lot to do with the work-life balance here. Important moment in time indeed. Okay, so now my gorgeous Gemininis, the very first part of April it's just going to make you, it's going to bring you right from the beginning of this month, you know, you're going to feel like really refreshed, and it's a lot to do with like a certain, oh, here we go, sorry, I'm just gonna like, this is, I'm gonna, so sorry, I apologize, oh god, this is not my friend today. This light is not my friend today whatsoever, because it's keeping like going, it's keep on going off, you see. And what do I do? What do I do? Okay, so hopefully this is gonna be one more time and then that's it. Sorry. Okay, sorry. I'm here, Gemini. Yeah, I'm gonna have to change this. Oh dear. Sorry, Gemini. I'm here. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, I'm gonna be 1 second. I'm here, Gemini. Here we go. Hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Please don't have a go at me. It's not my fault. Okay, so now the very, hello light. The very basically first part of April, it's all about your own self-illumination, and also most certainly it's the actual beautiful energy that you are going to feel from the beginning of April. But now that it's also it's going to help you to expand yourself in a different way, but in particular when it comes to your way of thinking, because it's to do with this moment that you're going to have. And this moment that you're going to have, it's also going to boil down to one particular thing, in particular when it comes specifically, when it comes to what was on your mind in the last 2 weeks. In the last 2 weeks, something was like really confusing you, and something was bringing you like kind of lots of uncertainty. And it was affecting your way of thinking, your way of planning, without you even realizing. So now, an indecisive situation is going to become an important moment in time of your own spiritual awakening, but it's to do with the making an important decision. And this is so good because that decision is going to be absolutely everything. It's going to bring you balanced force and harmony and firmness that you actually needed in order to sharpen yourself up a little bit and prepare yourself at the same time. It's brilliant, and it's going to bring you determination, and that determination is going to be very connected to the financial opportunity almost immediately. This also is going to be highly intuitive time, and something is going to come to you through your own intuition, and this is also going to surprise you, and it's to do with a new beginning, but also it's to do with some kind of bright prospect with unlimited possibilities. But it's going to come to you, it's like going to come out of the blue, literally in your mind. This is nothing unusual. Your spirit guides, your guardian angels will want you to pay attention to it. Of course, it will want you to pay attention to it like there is no tomorrow. And most certainly it's going to bring you an important realization when it comes to the next stage with unlimited possibilities. But you're going to need to take the new path, new journey, something new, important. It's going to be revealed through this absolutely mind-blowing focus that you are going to have. It's going to help us so much to work on the certain restrictions, and the things are going to start making sense here so much when it comes to you and your quality of life. This is going to be brilliant, okay? On another hand, the second part of April is going to bring you a moment of inheritance, whether you're waiting for inheritance or whether you're going to be surprised. You may be surprised, or you haven't got anyone to leave inheritance. Then you're going to hear about a certain amount of money which is going to travel towards you, and it's going to be rather nice surprise. So some kind of inheritance is going to take place mid-April. On another hand, I see that basically there is going to be a bit of a challenging situation when it comes to security and power, in particular because there is a little bit of a conflict is going to happen on one hand, and that is going to kind of create a challenging situation through some kind of conflict. A challenging situation through some kind of conflict is going to make sense here, like there is no tomorrow, because you're going to have to pay attention to it in order to get where you want to get. The answer to this is going to be quite nostalgic. I know it sounds really weird, but the answer to this is going to be in your past. You're going to kind of feel a very strong connection with your past, and there is the answer. And it's going to come in the form of like something that you used to do in the past, something that you used to pay attention to in the past. It's at the same time, it was making you happy, it was making you really excited, but also on another hand, it's going to be directly responsible for actually having like an insight into the problematic situation. It's going to help you so much, because instead of like feeling sad and negative, you're just going to change your way of thinking, and you're going to accept in a form of acceptance. An important acceptance is going to take place, and this is going to be absolutely mind-blowing moment in time, because it is going to help you to do something that you wanted to do in such a long time. By the time we get to the last part of April, it's all about this wish coming through, and it's important, not completely, but it's so much is going to happen and unfold the way you wanted it, and that is just going to set you off on the journey. And most certainly it's going to be wonderful and swift change, in particular over a stage or period of time where you felt so frustrated, in particular over the last 11 months. This is wonderful. It is going to lead towards an important competition. My Gemini, do not lose your hope. There is going to be an important competition that you are going to have at the end of the month, and this is all about the strength that you are going to have. And most certainly you are going to have a control over situation like you didn't have in a long time, and that in itself is going to make you mentally strong to make a decision, based on some kind of a deception, some kind of like in the past that happened through, surrounding a certain person, maybe you just kind of didn't want to like commit, be honest with yourself. You needed mentally to be strong in order to kind of like make a certain action here. But this is very personal, and it's very, very needed, much so, in order for you to move on from this stage. It's important because you are going to make an important judgment here. This is so brilliant. This judgment is going to be the idea. It's a step out of the situation. It's going to be connected to the certain changes and you being adventurous and daring, but you will know that the time is right. You will know that the time is right to move on. This is going to be directly connected to the problem, an ongoing problem you had for a while, and it's so much so to do with a very important celebration that you're going to have, because this is going to mark an important stage of your own inspiration, of your own like a very beautiful energy, which is just going to have such a beautiful impact on you. And it's not only going to inspire you and make you artistic in many different ways, but it's also going to bring you that freedom, bring you that happiness, bring you that realization that you need to enjoy yourself in this life. It's absolutely brilliant, because the last part of April, it's not only going to bring you a mind-blowing offer, the mind-blowing opportunity, the mind-blowing realization, the mind-blowing new beginning, the mind-blowing new start, fantastic moment on unfoldment, but also you're about to reach the highest levels of your own spirituality through your own enlightenment. This is a brilliant moment in time of satisfaction through your own success, but also the beautiful moment in time when it comes to your own victory in general, but also a personal victory. Absolutely fantastic. Do you see this? I highly suggest you to get a labradorite crystal, because you're going to be dreaming a lot. You're going to be like kind of connected to your guardian angels and to your spirit guides. And sometimes, when we dream, we don't remember what we dream about. So this is very important. Labradorite is brilliant to keep in your bedroom by where you sleep, next to your bed. And it's going to help you to remember your dreams, but it's going to help you also to drift like a bit further away, but at the same time to remember all these beautiful and complex situations that you're going through while you're sleeping, but also it's going to help you to remember like important psychic moments, an important little realization that you're going to have, that you're normally having, while you're sleeping, while you're drifting away through all these different dimensions. Very, very important to have, because you're going to be dreaming throughout April. Very important and significant dreams that are going to help you along with your journey. So this is the actual labradorite. If you would like to buy this, the link is in the description below. By buying things from my channel, you're also supporting my channel as well. So now I'm going to shuffle these cards, and I'm going to see what is going to happen to those of you in relationship, my gorgeous Gemininis, to those of you in relationship. Ooh la la, the star, absolutely fantastic. There is something very important going to take place. You're going to feel proud of yourself, and your partner is going to feel proud of themselves, but most importantly, you are reaching a quite significant and revolutionary stage stage of your own relationship. You are going to make an important decision. The decision that you're going to make, it's going to kind of be connected to the actual accomplishment and the success, you know, that you will have in April. So at around the April, you're going to make an absolutely mind-blowing decision when it comes to the new beginning. Very important stage you're both reaching as a couple, and you are going to make an absolutely mind-blowing decision. On another hand, something is going to be in demand and you're going to like that. And then again, it's to do with the departure and journey. You know, for you as a couple, this is an advanced moment in time, but also an important journey as well is going to take place. Okay, so now for those of you that are single and ready to mingy my gorgeous Geminini, for those of you that are single and ready to mingy it, you know what, I really like it, because you know, this is April. It's very important when it comes to you being active, very active, but on another hand, April is also very important when it comes to you being very deep, you being very spiritual, and you reaching ridiculously important parts of your own spirituality through your own understanding and through your own self-illumination. It's what the hermit moment is going to do. But also on another hand, when you least expect it, there is someone very special who's going to enter your life. There are few people that are going to be flirting with you, my gorgeous Gemininis. Few people are going to be flirting, and you're going to be flirting back. You're going to like this like there is no tomorrow. But there is someone in particular, someone very special, someone very different, and someone who will understand you like no one did in a long time. So quite a few people are going to be flirting, but one in particular is going to be very, very special. One in particular is going to be very, very different. And every time you come across this person, and every time you see this person, you will want to spend more and more and more time with them. You will be sharing the same weirdnesses, you know, you will be sharing the same weirdness, but in the best possible way. Okay, my gorgeous Gemini, so there is someone who you are actually going to meet this month. Just remember, one step at a time, my babies, one step at a time. Okay, my gorgeous Gemininis, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I love every single one of you. I'm sending you brightest blessings, healing, love, and light. Okay, my gorgeous Gemininis, I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, and light to every single one of you. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium. Love you. Bye.